Hey foodies, today I'm taking on a German classic, Frikadellen. Frikadellen is a dish that Mike has raved about for years and I'm finally giving it a go. Will I be able to impress the ultimate German taste tester? So sit back and relax as I take on this challenge. And if you're curious to see if my Frikadellen passed the taste test, make sure to stick around until the end. To start off, I soak some bread in milk. For this recipe I'm using 4 pieces of gluten-free bread, but you can use bread rolls if you prefer, and actually bread rolls are more traditional. But don't skimp on the bread though, it's what makes these frikadellen so juicy and light. Just pour enough milk over the bread to cover it, turn the pieces over a few times and then set it aside while you prepare the rest of your ingredients. Next I peel and finely dice 2 medium onions. I like to dice them small because we won't be sautéing them first, there's no need. Then I take a big handful of parsley and I chop it up until it's nice and fine. I end up with a big half a cupful of finely chopped parsley. I take about 4 garlic cloves and I chop them up finely as well. I find that a little sprinkle of salt helps break down the garlic while I'm chopping away, and that's the chopping done. Now into a big bowl I place 500 grams of pork mince and 500 grams of beef mince. You can use all pork or all beef, but I like the combination of both. Then I take the soaked bread and gently squeeze out any excess milk. I place all of the soaked bread into the bowl and just discard the little bit of milk that's left. Next I add the onions, parsley and garlic that I chopped, along with 2 whole eggs. Then I add 3 teaspoons of sea salt, 2 teaspoons of cracked black pepper, 2 big teaspoons of dried marjoram leaves, which is a staple herb in German cuisine, and 2 heaped teaspoons of sweet paprika powder. If you like a bit of heat, you can use hot or smoked paprika instead. Finally, I add 3 big teaspoons of my favourite prepared mustard. Today I'm using a really delicious sweet Bavarian mustard that I picked up from Aldi's supermarket. Now it's time to get my hands dirty. Using clean hands, start kneading the mixture. Really try to knead and massage it so all the ingredients are mixed thoroughly. By kneading the mixture, it will ensure the frikadellen is super tender and juicy. This will take a few minutes. Here's a little trick I like to use. I take some cold butter and dice it into small pieces. Now you can make the frikadellen any size you wish. Today I'm going for a big size, so using damp hands, I take a big handful of mixture, form it into a patty, put an indent in the middle with my finger, and stick in a small piece of butter. Then I join it all up. I find that little bit of butter in the middle of the patty ensures the patties don't dry out and they remain moist. You can use this trick for any minced meat patty you make, including the old-fashioned hamburgers. Now cover the frikadellen and place them in the refrigerator for about a half an hour or so to firm up. If your refrigerator is a bit old like mine, just place them in the freezer for 20 to 30 minutes instead. After the frikadellen have had their cold spell, it's time to cook them up. Take a heavy based pan and warm it up on the stove. I add some olive oil and butter because I love the combination of the two, and I gently place the patties into the pan and cook them over a low heat for about 12 minutes. I turn them over frequently to ensure that they cook evenly and develop a beautiful crust on the outside. I made these frikadellen pretty big, but if you prefer them smaller, they won't take as long to cook. The key is to make sure they are cooked through but still juicy and tender. When I press down lightly on the patties, they should still feel soft thanks to the soaked bread. And there you go, you've got some delicious frikadellen ready to be devoured. The aroma is so good. Today I served them with mashed potatoes and a side of broccolini, and of course a little mayo and my homemade tomato relish. Now for Mike's unedited verdict. Alright, let's taste it together.
Okay, which one is mine? This one is mine, I guess.
Yeah, the big one.
Bloody hell, they're good.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can do them again.
Are they as good as your mum? Are they similar?
Yeah, Mum, sorry.
Right, go and enjoy dinner. Thank you.
Remember, don't drink it drunk.
So what do you reckon? Give these frikadellen a try and let me know in the comments how they turned out. I promise they are super easy and so tasty. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.